here's the idea for Socialist Libertarian Witch project. I consider myself kind of more of a socialist. I really think that we are all part of something bigger than ourselves and should put in and take care of each other as if we are part of one giant whole. The libertarian part, that being said, there are times I don't like rules. I like to follow my own, and I do believe in the power of the self and the individual, and I believe in self-responsibility, and I think different things are right for different people. So that's where the libertarian part comes in. I don't want a government that tells me what I have to do all the time, which is strange because I also consider myself a socialist, and I do think we should just inherently want to take care of each other and teach our children to take care of other people and that they're part of something bigger than themselves. Me, I'm from Michigan. I grew up in a small town called Birch Run, Michigan. For those that know, it's halfway in between Flint and Saginaw on I-75, part of the, Mitten Bay right here. I moved to New York City at 19, where I lived and grew and studied fashion design and clothing, and I work in film. So to just kind of cut through all of that and make that story short, because to be honest, this show actually isn't about me. I am just the connector. I would like to connect people with different ideas and interests, but so I spent all of my adult years, 20s and into my 30s, living in mostly Bushwick, Brooklyn, and then a little bit right around the corner in Bed-Stuy. So those two places sort of raised me. I've always made it a point to know my neighbors. I grew up in churches. I was raised Catholic. More on the witch part later. We did things with large groups of people all the time, many families, and so I'm used to learning how to get along, compromise. It's not all about what you want, but sometimes you have to give a little in order to get and to make everybody happy and make sure that everybody's needs are being met. I'm interested in conversations of people, real people, people who seem very different, people whom I've met out in life. I have a number of people who are interested, from cab drivers to neighbors to all these people. These are the people who are voting. These are the people who are making calls. I know people say our vote doesn't count, but I think that these are the voices that matter. The real humans on this planet, in this country, we're all made up of a bunch of different people and places and histories, and that's kind of one of the coolest things about America, I think, is the blend. Different people with different backgrounds and maybe different ideas of how to find a solution, coming together and having a conversation and finding common ground and maybe moving forward in a compromise, because that's kind of an adult situation and what we teach our kids. No name calling allowed. I know there are some really strong, really strong differing opinions. However, I think that we can find ways to communicate that help us to grow in our knowledge for each other, and understanding where each other are coming from, rather than just bashing each other down. Also, in order to move forward on a lot of issues, we have to find compromise. I realize that I am not going to agree nor like, completely differ on issues than a lot of people, some who I respect, might even love. That doesn't mean that the conversation should end there. I don't think we're getting very far in this partisan government. Issues like healthcare, childcare, maternity leave, all of these things directly affect us no matter what our political affiliation is, and I know that we all care about them and want some results. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you have something that you want to see talked about, please put it down in the comments below. And if you'd like to come on the show and talk, also please comment. We can't travel too much quite yet. We don't have the money for that, but who knows, maybe in the future someday that would be wonderful, and is seriously a goal to have voices from all over the country or travel for them. I hope you have a wonderful day. As you can see, it's a beautiful fall day here in Michigan. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day too, wherever you are. Take care. Much love. Many blessings.